With Demon Slayer 2 around the corner, I decided to list everything the sequel is doing different. Everything that's new about it compared to the original Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles. After going through all the trailers and showcases as well as my own gameplay and interviews, I've compiled a list of 30 things that are brand new about Demon Slayer 2 compared to the first game. Let's go! Demon Slayer 2 adds 10 brand new characters to its roster in addition to giving you the 7 previous DLC characters as part of the base game, plus 2 Academy skins. So that is an extra 17 characters and 2 skins for the same price as the previous game. In addition to that, some demons can now play in a team. You can still play as Daki or Gyutaro as solo demons, or you can pair them up and use them as a team together just like Slayers. For now, this is limited to Daki, Gyutaro, and Susamaru Yahaba, but it does open up the possibility for more demon teams in the future. Every old character got patched. I could really farm this point and get a ton of new changes here. Nezuko can now dash cancel after her dive kick, Water Tanjiro can combo after Water Wheel without spending more meter, Rengoku's auto combo doesn't just drop all the time now, but I'm counting all of those adjustments as just one change. You should treat every character as new in this game. That's how much they got adjusted. We have no idea how strong anyone is at this point, and that's awesome. We've got new stages. With the addition of Swordsmith Village and Hashira Training, it was only natural we'd see some new locations to play in versus mode, like the waterfall, the training room, and the Swordsmith Village itself. Team Ultimates. This is one of the big new additions. Depending on the characters you select together, they may have a unique ultimate animation utilizing the abilities of both characters. Hard to say exactly how many there are in the game, but we have seen more than 15 so far, so we'll have quite a few. And it's not just Team Ultimates that are brand new, because some old characters are also getting new ultimates as well. This is bigger than just a new animation. The activation of the ultimate also changes, which could affect some combo routes. Demon Slayer 2 features a brand new story mode. It covers the Entertainment District, the Swordsmith Village, and the Hashira Training arcs. You get to free roam in new environments with new voice dialogue, new cutscenes, new quicktime events, new side quests, and new boss fights. It's a brand new story mode that's even bigger than the first Hinokami Chronicles, and all of this is only counting as one change. Honestly, that's kind of criminal. But I didn't want any accusations of me farming story mode for new changes, so all that stuff counts as just one, even though it's kind of huge. I will count this one separate though, which is brand new story mechanics. There are new gameplay systems that were created specifically for this story mode, and it's part of what makes it a unique experience. We've got new minigames like Zenitsu playing the shamisen, and honestly the Hashira Training arc is probably full of new minigames as well. But it's more than that. Many moments have new exploration mechanics, whether it's Tanjiro using his sense of smell to feel another person's emotional state, Zenitsu using his hearing, or Inosuke using his instinct. And then in combat gameplay, there are specific encounters where you'll have new systems, like having 2 assists simultaneously, or a brand new type of encounter that looks like a horde mode, where you'll battle against a huge number of enemies simultaneously. They are doing so much new stuff for this story mode gameplay wise that I just had to count the mechanics separately. They're also recycling some of this old content. You can replay some key boss fights from the first Demon Slayer in this game mode called Path of the Demon Slayer. Recycled content isn't new though. What is actually new about this is that you can play through these boss fights in hard difficulty. The first game did not have a selectable difficulty to play through story mode, so these bosses were always the same. For Demon Slayer 2, however, they have revamped the encounter so you have the same bosses, but in hard mode. That's not all, because they are doing another game mode called Training Paths. This is an offline arcade mode where you can select the path to get to the Hashira you selected, getting some collectibles and character unlock keys along the way. The encounters you find are random, giving this game mode some replayability, which is especially good if you're the type of player that doesn't love going online and fight against other people. If this game mode is replacing the previous training mode, that's honestly a very big upgrade. And a big upgrade is exactly what GamerSupps just got. CanGG Premium Energy, baby! So far, if you want to get GamerSupps, you're putting powder into your water, but now for the first time, you just get it in a can. Use code Globku at checkout for 10% off your order. Thank you, GamerSupps, for sponsoring. In the training path, you can get collectibles, and this game has a lot of new types. Previously, we had profile photos, quotes, music, stages, characters, and outfits. All of those are returning, but we're also getting system voices, stamps, Slayer ID frames, decorations, titles, and Hinokami records. They're also much more organized now thanks to this menu. A big reason why we have so many new collectibles is the new Slayer ID. This is how you choose to represent yourself online. In the first game, Slayer IDs were simple. You'd pick a profile picture, a quote, and done. That's it. Now you get to customize the frame around the picture, you get a title underneath your name, you get a bunch of stamps to place around the picture, and you can build multiple Slayer IDs if you just want to switch it up once in a while. They're also bringing character mastery from Storm connections to Demon Slayer. Basically, the more you play with a character, the more experience you get with them, and every time you level up, there might be a few collectibles for you to unlock along the way. We can see from this trailer that we unlock new profile pictures for both Tanjiro and Nezuko by leveling up those characters. But maybe it goes beyond that. Maybe the character mastery even shows up online so you can see how much your opponent has actually played that specific character before the match begins. New outfits will be available to collect. We can see from this screenshot that there are a total of 92 outfits to unlock. Many of them will be brand new. For instance, Daki here has a second outfit that she can select. Most likely, that's dark-haired Daki. Since the first game had 52 outfits, most of them being for Tanjiro, this means many characters are potentially getting some more options. Gear is another big brand new feature to Demon Slayer 2. You can equip your team with different buffs like healing, bonus damage on attacks or skills, and each piece has a different condition to be activated and a different amount of slots that it can occupy. At first this was looking like it was going to be a story mode only mechanic, but we've since confirmed that it will be available in online and offline versus modes. It's not in ranked matches, but if you want to use it in casuals or private lobbies with friends, you absolutely can. We're already 15 changes in and we haven't even started with the big gameplay changes. So for the rest of this video, all the changes I mentioned are for battles in general, meaning you will feel all of them whether you play online or offline versus. The game's got a new HUD. Functionally, it works the same, but they have made the blue bars a bit more pronounced and moved the round counters to below the health bars instead of above. Overall, I like it, feels like a nice upgrade. Speaking of rounds, by default, matches are now 2 rounds only. Demon Slayer 1 used to be 3 rounds to get a win, so 2 rounds will make matches much faster and prevent time-wasting tactics like demons regenerating a lot of health, since demons can't hoard meter for as long anymore. And speaking of meter, you now have a maximum of 2 bars of special meter instead of 3. This may not sound like a big change, but it's once again a great way of preventing demons from sitting back and healing. But it also means that we can no longer go into Surge mode and still throw an ultimate while in that state, because we'll have no bars to do so. Surge did get a nice buff, however, since the combo timer stops during the Surge animation. Previously, using Surge during a combo was usually a waste, since the combo timer kept going during the animation. That meant that by the time the animation ended, you barely had any time left in the combo before it ended. Now the timer actually stops, so Surge combos are not only viable, they're probably going to be a pretty strong option. Assists have drastically changed too. If you swap characters in neutral, it no longer costs you anything, but you have to do it while not attacking or being attacked. Otherwise, it will count as an offensive or defensive switch and still cost a bar like it did before. But if you just want to swap characters while moving around, if no one is attacking each other, it is now free. You can even swap characters in between rounds. You couldn't even do this in Demon Slayer 1. Before the announcer said begin, you were completely locked out, but now you can switch in preparation for the next fight. Assists also bring a big new mechanic, the enhanced switch combo. By hitting a combination of buttons, the assist character will tag in with an aggressive dash that actually extends the combo timer. The extension is around 25% of the overall timer, but that's pretty good for encouraging playing as a team rather than playing solo demons. You can still do the old school switch if you want, it's pretty much unchanged, so this is simply another tool for your combo game if you wish to use it. Demon Slayer 2 is also doing away with tilt inputs, which means parry is done differently now. You can parry by hitting block plus jump. Hopefully this helps reduce some of the misinputs done by moving around and tapping the block button. In addition to the new input, parries no longer lead to blue combo timers. Parry used to be the universal way of getting a long combo in Demon Slayer, but now the parry leads to a regular yellow combo timer rather than blue. This is gonna make abilities like Use Dead Calm even more important, since they are one of the few ways to get a blue combo off. Parries did get a nice buff, however, as now you are able to parry projectiles. If the opponent is far away, they don't get stunned, but parrying an attack always builds special meter for you, so even if it's not helping you punish your opponent, it's putting you in a much better position to deal more damage once you catch them. This change also goes for other counterattack abilities like Use Dead Calm. It also works on projectiles now. The heavy attack input has also been changed. No longer is it tilt plus attack, instead it's block plus dash. At first this might seem like a weird input until you realize the heavy attack itself has also changed. Charging a heavy attack from far away now makes the character dash towards the opponent. This is a dash that carries the heavy attack, so if it's fully charged, it can break your guard. And while this seems incredibly powerful, the tracking of the dash isn't very good if the opponent opponent is simply moving around. So it can't be used to just win neutral for free, you still have to be strategic in its use. Also, charging up the heavy now costs blue meter, up to a full blue bar if you charge it all the way, which is another reason to not use it recklessly. If you just tap the heavy button, however, it is still free. And that's great, because you can now combo into heavy attacks. Heavies have become much easier to combo into, since you can cancel regular attacks into heavies. This is gonna significantly change the combo structure of every character, especially if you're low on meter. And those were 30 changes in Demon Slayer 2. We could probably go further, there are most likely many details that we're missing, like how custom lobbies will be there from launch, we don't have to wait for an update, how the rating went from T for teen to M for mature, or how characters can now be unlocked using character unlock keys. But I think we've covered the biggest ones, and with that, I hope to have given you an idea of how different this sequel is from its original. And you can discover just how different canned GamerSupps is from its original as well. Hopefully not too different, just easier to drink. And for more Demon Slayer, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching. Bye.